So do me a favor, everyone on this call, every fellow, please drop a message in your community group, in your Telegram group, in your WhatsApp group. Drop a message, let everyone know that we are live, and let them join the call because our facilitator is already here. Can we do that? Thank you so much. This is going to be an exciting session. We're not going to waste your time. So it's important that we all join in on time. The numbers are still low, so please do well to reach out to your colleagues. And as we do that, we'll also like to do a shout out to people, all the fellows joining us. So I'm going to ask that you rep your community in the chat box. What state are you joining us from? What state are you joining us from? Let's see that. I see Umar joining us from Nasarawa from cohort 1. Hi Umar, thanks for joining the call. Who else? Let's see. I see Samson from Ogun State. Hi Samson, thanks for joining us. Who else is here? I see Thompson from Kogi State. Thank you for joining us, Thompson. I see Joy from Abuja. Thank you, Joy, for joining us. Let me see. I don't want to miss out anybody. Um, Prince from Lagos, 3MTT Lagos community. I see you all. Rachel from Ogun State, Jamil from Lagos, Cephas from Lagos, Onyekachi from Abia State. Great. Um, Benga from Ogun State, Toby from Lagos. Where's everyone else? Elijah from Lagos, Adenka from Kwara. Thank you for joining. Lizzie from Abia State, Shamsuddin from Bauchi. Thank you all for joining. Let me take a look at the YouTube to see if we're repping from YouTube. Okay, hi YouTube, we can see you. Ben from Lagos, hello. Enugu, we see you. Success from Nasarawa State. Jennifer from Anambra, thank you all for joining. Please do well to drop a message in your community, drop the link, let everybody know we're live. We're about to start the session and you do not want to miss it. Okay, we'll be starting in 1 minute. 1 minute to be ready to start. Our facilitator is already here, like I mentioned. So please drop a reminder in your community so we can get started. Thank you, Matthew from Benue State. Taiwo from Kwara, we see you. Ash from Kaduna, we see you. Everyone on YouTube, we see you. Please do well to drop the link in the groups, in your state groups, and let's all get ready to start. I hope we're well. This is going to be a very, very practical session. It's going to be interactive. So please make sure you're not distracted. You have your notepads. Make sure you have your CV in front of you as well, so that you can make all the corrections and all the tweaks that you need to make. And I'm going to ask that everyone on the Zoom page should please mute their mic. Please mute except you're going to speak, just so we don't distract the facilitator today. Okay. Joy, I see you're sharing the link here. Okay, this is the link to your LinkedIn. Thanks for sharing. Please, let's do well to share the link to this call in our communities. Feel free to post it on your social media as well, your social media pages, and we're ready to start. Okay. So, without wasting any time, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself and our facilitator for today. My name is Ojonoka Dieterspief. I'm the 3MTT Community Manager for Bayelsa State. I also work on the partnership and placement team at 3MTT, and I'm so excited to be doing this session today. And up next, I'm going to introduce our facilitator for today. While I'm reading our profile, I need you all to be showing love in the comment section, right? I need us to give her a warm, warm welcome. Okay. Our facilitator for today is Debola Ogumolu. She leads recruitment at the People Practice, where she connects talents at all levels with great organizations. Before this, she worked at Conclace as an IT staffing specialist, then as a recruitment and talent management lead, where she recruited and managed hundreds of tech professionals for major financial institutions in Nigeria and abroad. Debola holds a degree in linguistics from the University of Ilorin and an MBA with a specialization in human resources from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. She brings hands-on experience in full cycle recruitment and is passionate about helping talent find the right opportunities while supporting businesses in building strong, capable teams. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a 3MTT welcome to our facilitator today, Miss Debola. Hi, Debola. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that warm introduction, Ojanoka. And thanks everybody. I can see the clapping in the chat, and I can see that everybody too is introducing themselves. Thank you everybody and welcome. So yes, it's a pleasure to be here. I mean, myself and People Practice, that's the company I work with. I've had, a lot of collaborations with 3MTT. So, when I got the call that, oh, Debola, come and facilitate a session on CV writing, I was like, yes, I'm available. For 3MTT, I'm available. So, um, so here we go. So, optimizing your CV for your desired role. I know, okay, let me see. Abiodun, can you move to the, okay. So let's move to the next slide since Ojenoka has already helped with that, powerful introduction. I guess you would have to refresh because there should be something there, or you go back and come back again.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I will stop sharing.
Okay. Let me just keep talking then. So, CV writing is something that almost all of us struggle with. I mean, at least most job seekers struggle with it. I know that a lot of us have definitely been in a situation whereby we put off adjusting our CVs, or you put it aside and you're like, it's not that bad, I'll come back to it. Either ways, your CV can either open the door for you, it definitely gets you one foot in the door. And the difference between a good and bad CV is structure and clarity. I would not go through the route of defining what a CV is, but I'll give one or two analogy for you to understand the impacts of what a CV can do to get your foot in. So let's look at a CV like a passport to the role. It doesn't guarantee your trip, but you're not getting through the gate without your passport. So when I see a lot of people share CVs that are barely there, I wonder why people treat it like an afterthought. Like, it's your stamp of credibility. It needs to reflect who you are and what you bring. The second analogy is like a personal billboard. I mean, most times when I go to work and I pass this Southfield location, I don't know if any of us knows Southfield. There is this signboard there that they are advertising some kind of land, real estate, and there is something they write there like, bring 10 million and pay the remaining for the next 6 months or so. And it catches my attention, probably because I like money. It's among a lot of billboards, I see it just because of the figures and how it is structured. It catches my attention, and I don't look at other billboards. But whenever I pass, I just look at it and just smile. That's you know, that's a good price. So your CV is like your personal billboard. Look at it like your personal billboard on a busy road. Recruiters are driving past let's say hundreds of billboards. Just think your head, I'm talking about CV. If you blend in too much, it will get skipped. But if it is clear, sharp, well positioned, it grabs attention. And they are getting no feedback. I'm not saying that if your CV is good, you will definitely get a call back. But at least if your CV is good enough for a recruiter to not swipe immediately, and in the long run, you get called for an interview, isn't that the goal? Your CV doesn't get you the job, but it gets you seen, gets you considered, it gets you in the room. And once you are in, everything changes. So today, we are going to break down that structure piece by piece. I mean, from your personal summary all the way to your references. We'll talk about what to include, what not to include, how to position your experience. But first, let's do a quick poll. And, let's be as honest as possible. So in the chats, which of these do you struggle with? Is it A, I'm writing a strong personal summary? Is it B, choosing what to include? Is it C, making my CV stand out? Is it D? I honestly don't even know where to start from. Please let's put it in the chat. Jamil says C, making your CV stand out. Okay. I guess, oh wow. There's a lot of C. Okay, C's and B's, choosing what to include, making my CV stand out. I get that. I get that. Okay. I can see my colleague here. I honestly don't even know where to start. Don't worry. We'll break it down in the session. Okay. So, like I said, we are going to start with your personal details. So let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So, let's start with the basics. I mean, when you see, when you hear personal details, I'm sure it seems easy, but people still find a way to make interesting choices with this part. It seems like, it's not my name, my contact, but if you encounter a recruiter or an hiring manager that is very fickle, just that part alone can make them swipe from your CV that this person is not serious. So I'm talking about the top of your CV, your name, your contact info, and all that good stuff. Simple, right? You would think so until you see somebody adding 6 names, a phone number that doesn't work, an email like baddieforlife@gmail.com. It's not exaggerated, it happened. So let's clear this up. Here's what you need to add to make sure you're saying I'm professional, I'm reachable without doing too much. So your full name. There is no reason why. I know in the Nigerian culture, when we are naming children, the grandma would give the name, the grandpa would give the name, the sister, the brother, everybody's going to give the name. You have that official name you go with. Is it Emmanuel Macaulay? Is it Emmanuel Blessing Macaulay a name? A surname, a middle name is fine. There is no need to write all your names on your CV. It doesn't it doesn't show that you're professional. Also, phone number. I mean, if you are looking for a job, I see no reason why. I mean, you should always be with your phone. Try to put a phone number that is reachable. There is no need to write 6 or 7 numbers. We've had situations whereby I tried the first number, I tried the second number, I tried the third number, it's not going. Maybe people that put a lot of numbers, some is for their mom, for their wife, and all that. If you are looking for a job, 1 or 2 number that is definitely reachable is fine. And also professional email, like I said, your name and your surname. And I know that there are issues with variations. There are sometimes that you write a name and surname and it's already taken. Writing your name and numbers are fine. Like I'm saying something like maybe Blessing Makinwa 001, Blessing Makinwa 19 is fine. But when it's unprofessional, like um weird names, like I've seen Pablo at something, Buddy, Bad Girl for Life, something like that. I mean, it's not that's not professional. Let's Your email has to be professional as possible. Your name, your surname at gmail.com. Your name, if you don't have the variation, maybe Abiodun 001 at that's fine, but nothing too weird. Also, when it comes to location, there is no need to write your full address. I mean, I've seen CVs where people write number one, I'm in front of Redeemed Church, beside Wando filling station, after this church. There is no need for that. Aside from it being unprofessional and it will take up at least 2 lines from your CV, it's even dangerous. I mean, we've seen a lot in news whereby people from CVs, people know your location, they know your address, and anything can happen. God forbid, but there is no need to put your where you are living on your CV, your full address. Simple as Lekki, Lagos, Yaba, Lagos, Yanopaja, Lagos, and putting in the fact that you might be vying for abroad jobs. Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria, something like that. But there is no need for number one, Anjorin Street. Besides, there is no need for that. Also, your LinkedIn. I mean, at this point in time, if you don't know the impact LinkedIn has in the job market, career, and all that, are you ready for job? Are you really looking for a job? You need to optimize your LinkedIn. I mean, that's not what we are doing today, but optimize your LinkedIn. That link has to be on your CV because it gives more credibility. There are a lot of people that, if it's not there, they will call you to ask for it because they want to click on your CV, go to your LinkedIn, look at the companies you've worked with, even though it's on your CV. It just gives another level of credibility. They want to check it, then make a better decision. And for a technical person, I mean, you're applying, you're a graphic designer, you're UX designer, you're a software engineer, and your portfolio, your Git is not there. Why? Like I said, your CV for creative and tech roles, your CV is a legging. But I mean, at the end of the day, I see you, recruiters see you, they see what you say you can do. But tech and creative roles are very, very practical. They are very practical. They need to see what you say you can design. I mean, if I open your CV, I see that you a product designer for this company. I see your achievables and all that. That's good. That's nice. But let me see if you can actually design. Your portfolio is not there. We have to call you that doesn't speak well. So Emmanuel says, what about mail address that looks like macaulay.todd@mail.com? I mean, doesn't that, if I see something like this, if anybody sees something like this is something that you would look and think that, oh my God, this is weird, this is unprofessional. No, compared to seeing something like pablobadi@gmail.com. I'm not saying that there are a lot of variations names that you can use. It's not a must for it to definitely be your name and surname, but nothing controversial. Do you understand? Nothing controversial. You can use your middle name, your surname, your name. You can use it as abbreviation as long as it's not something controversial. That's it. So yes, that's about what should be in your personal details. Your full name, your name and surname, or your middle name, that's fine. Your phone number, 1 or 2 that is reachable. Professional email, not controversial. Your city and country, no need for, all the number one. Your LinkedIn, optimize it, put your portfolio, put it there in your personal details. Also, what to skip, like I said, your full home address. There is no need for your marital status. it doesn't have anything to do with what you can offer as a person. I know there are a lot of bias, and everybody's working to, as in the good people are working towards it to stop that, but we still have the bad eggs around. But even with that, your marital status doesn't have anything to do with your career or what you have to offer, so you shouldn't be there. Your hometown, your ethnicity doesn't have anything to do with what you can offer as a person. Your religion, your gender should not be in your CV. There are a lot of people that these things give them bias. I mean, some people, when they see a particular region, oh, I don't want this, I want this in my company. Oh, I don't want this gender, I want this gender in my company. I don't want someone that is married. So to reduce that bias, there's no reason why you should add all these things to your CV. Details that are related, details that they need are what you should add. So it's like if you are giving them information to be biased towards you, if you are adding your ethnicity, your gender, so there is no need for that. So that's that on personal details. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. So the next part, we are done with personal detail. Let's go to your summary. If you picture a CV in your head, there's the parts of your details where you write your name, and there's the next part is your summary. So your summary is like it's written here, is like your elevator pitch. You have 3 to 4 sentences to sell to, let's say, Tony Ilumelu, to tell him who you are. Once you enter the elevator, tell him who you are, what you bring, and why they should care. All before the elevator hits the floor and it tells you, thank you, bye-bye. That's what your personal summary is. That's it. So it's as simple as, this is my job title and this is the value I bring. So let's do this quick activity in the chat. Don't look at my example, my bad example and good example. Just write in the chat, I'm this person and this is the value I bring. Let's start seeing it in the chat. I'm a cybersecurity analyst and this is the value I bring. Let's start seeing attempts in the chat before we talk more on it. Waiting. Okay, thank you, Taiwo. Taiwo Tunde says, a computer engineer, software engineer, my interests are solving problems, building software applications that are scalable, maintainable, with an ability to adapt to any work environment setting. Thank you, Tunde. Blessing says, I'm a product manager. So Blessing, as a product manager, what value do you bring to the table? We have about 200 product managers that are vying for a product manager role with 3MTT, to work with the 3MTT team. What do you bring to the table that other product managers do not bring to the table? Joy says, I'm a front-end developer and I bring a user experience value. Okay, great. Nafisat, I'm a graphic designer and I help business owners to create attractive visuals that pull the right customers to them and put them to the next level. Thank you. So sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. So I don't offend you more. I'll just go ahead to read your what you wrote. I'm an AI ML engineer and I bring automation, problem solving, intuition, and creativity. Okay, so thank you guys. I see more. Blessing, I would still like to see the value you bring, not just that you're a products manager. Blessing more. Okay, thank you all for attempting that. Like I said, Chisholm, thank you. I'm a UI designer. My values are creating user-friendly application. That's fine. Okay, so here is a solid example. From your screen, you can see it. A cybersecurity analyst with 3+ years, securing enterprise network, led phishing awareness training that cuts down attacks by 700+ cases, focused on proactive threat prevention. It's short, it's strong, It tells the recruiter, the hiring manager, the team what you do, the impact you've made, and where your focus is. This is exactly the kind of energy your summary needs. So, as opposed to a cybersecurity expert looking for a new opportunity to support a reputable organization, are all cybersecurity, let's even leave cybersecurity experts out. Isn't everybody that is looking for a job looking for an opportunity to support an organization? Definitely, that's all. Favor, you said I should repeat what I said. You need to be specific. I've said a lot already. So isn't the cybersecurity or everybody looking for a job, looking for opportunity to support a reputable organization? We are, but you need to be specific. You need to be quantifiable. You need to be clear. This person told us who they are, their years of experience, what they can do, the impact they've made, compared to something as vague as I'm a cybersecurity expert, looking for a new opportunity to support a reputable organization. So yes, that's it about, how to write a good summary. Let's go to the next slide. So work experience. This, when you look at a CV, I'm not saying that definitely your name, your personal details, your summary is important. Everything builds up to make a CV. But at the end of the day, you are looking for a job. Work experience is too important. So I see a lot of people go online, search for, let's say, CV for graphic designers, and they just copy whatever they see word for word, and they slap their name on top of the CV, change fonts, and they call it a day and submit. But you see the thing about templates online, they are generic on purpose. They are just to give you a structure, a starting point. They are not meant for you to copy and paste. They are meant for you to personalize, to make it sound like you, not just like another graphic designer on the internet. So if we are being real, if you write something like, okay, I designed 2 flyers for a fashion event. Okay, that is literally what is expected of you as a graphic designer. It's like a chef saying, I boiled rice. Good for you, but where's the creativity? Where's the impact? So instead of saying, I designed 2 flyers for a fashion event, that's where the STAR method comes in. The situation, the task, action, and results. Ask yourself, what was the task I was given? What problems did I solve? What changed because of me? That is how you should write your job description. Don't just copy something online. If you look at your screen and you see the before, learned incident response efforts across, it sounds very AI, something you copied on Google. Nothing shows that it's relating to one person. There is nothing that shows that, okay, it's Debola that did this. This shows that code that says we are guilty. At the point you are guilty of this, at the point everybody has been guilty of this, whether we want to admit it or not. Earlier in your career or later for some, we've all been guilty of this. So in order not to be generic, because when you write, you copy and paste, you just put a CV that it just says something every graphic designer has done. It's not something that Gold Art has done. So sit down. The first sentence, before you write any sentence in your job description, ask yourself, what was the task I was given? Now look at this after. If you look at it, the task you wanted to do was to cut down average incident response time. And that was the task, that was the problem. And what changed because of this person was that the response time from 2 hours became 45 minutes by automating playbooks for phishing, malware, and DDoS, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, attacks. Is different from lead incident response efforts across identification containment, so many big English, and you are not passing across any points. Nothing shows that it's this particular person that did it, and it's not just something that every graphic designer can say that it. Sorry, every cybersecurity expert can say that they did. So that's the thing about work experience. You need to sit down and think of the STAR approach. What was the situation? What was the task given? You understand? What was the situation? What was the task given? What was your action? What action did you do and what was the result? That is what you should think of before you write any sentence in your, in your work experience. So like I said, instead of saying I designed 2 flyers for a fashion event, what makes you stand out is saying something like, or writing something like, I designed 14 promo flyers for an e-commerce fashion brand, helping increase customer clicks by 40% during a Black, Friday campaign. Now we are talking. This shows real work results and the real you. This person made their work experience very quantifiable. It is not vague. The person has told us that they designed 14 promo flyers. Google will not tell you that. Google will tell you design promo flyers for a fashion brand because they expect you to take what they gave you and work on it to be yourself. So once you get that inspiration from Google, instead of design promo flyers, you are putting in the figure that I designed 16 promo flyers. Instead of for a fashion brand, you are adding for a e-commerce fashion brand, for a fintech app. That's what makes it you. That's what makes it different from something that you see on Google. It has added customer clicks by 40% during a Black Friday campaign. Google will not give you those percentage and they will not make it Black Friday campaign. Google will say helping increase customer clicks for a campaign. So these are the things you add to whatever you see on Google. You stylize it to show you. You make it quantifiable. Because if you are going for an interview and you say you design promo flyers, they will definitely ask you, how many promo flyers did you design? We in our company, we usually maybe do 100. Do you understand? How many do you design? So make it quantifiable. Highlight your achievements, in your job description. So in your work experience. So that's about it. Like I said again, what was the task you were given? What problem did you solve? What changed because of you? Put that all together, make it quantifiable, to put numbers, put figures. I was given I designed this and it's make the clicks increase by 400. Cybersecurity, I put this in place and it stopped 100 attacks and it's led to this. That is how you write a job, a work experience, not just list things that is very generic. 100 cybersecurity analysts can write. So yes, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so let's do a bullet challenge. So based on what I just said about, work experiences, can you practice writing like a job description, a work experience? Think of, like I said, action, tool, and result. In this chat, we have graphic designer, we have a lot of tech inclined people. So write one of your work experience. Write it in the action, two task results. Place it in the chat while I answer, the questions in the chat. I hope you will go, you get what I'm trying to ask you to do. Write maybe a single work experience in the chat, like action to task results. Abiodun, can you go take the slide back again? So, no, I mean, back, not forward. Yes. So, write your own job description. Write your own work experience. Ask yourself, what was the task you were given? What problem did you solve? What changed because of you? Use the STAR approach to write that. Thank you. Blessing says, so Blessing, the first thing you would remove is I. You go straight to the action. You led, you planned, networked. There is no need for the I. Or I've seen TVs where they say Blessing led. That's what started their work experience. Go straight to the action. You led, you proposed, you networked, you changed. Changed, led. Those are the action words you start with. Blessing led brand, content strategy, and coordinated cross-functional teams for high impact design web development projects at a premium branding agency. Blessing, this is a whole lot of work experience in one. You've packed a whole lot of things in just one bullet point that you could categorize into 2 or 3 and make a good point out of it. So I think you can still rewrite this. Look at your screen again and look at your examples and break this down again. I would like to talk more on that, but I have to read others. On Mubarak, adding API with JWT authentication, input sanitization, and rate limiting policies, proving security posture, and meeting compliance guidelines. That works. I participated in active listening, created audit plan, and okay, Sophia, if you say you participated in active learning and you created audit plan, wrote cybersecurity newsletter, I'm trying to figure out how that relates to each other. You participated in active listening, then you created audit plan. It doesn't link to each other, so I think you need to clarify. Munoja Victor, executive assistant. Praise the Lord. Tima, there is no need for I analyze. Go straight to it. Analyzed. Start with your verb, your action word. You analyzed, you executed, you managed, you conducted, prepared, implemented, managed. Strong words, that's what you start with. There is no need for I. Collaborated. So, that's about it. Thanks for attempting. I will still go back and take more questions. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah. Can we go to the next slide? Next after that. Okay, so this is the skills and competence part. We need to be specific to. If you are applying for should I say that a technical role, definitely your skills in relation to that job has to be there. I'm a designer, definitely your Figma, your Adobe, is it Adobe? I can't remember that. Is it Adobe Creator? Can you help with muting your mic? Okay. So your technical skills in relation to your the job you're applying for has to match. There is no reason why you are applying for a cybersecurity role. There's no reason why you are applying for a cybersecurity role and you are writing instead of writing things that are very relative to the tools, to your technical skills, you are writing maybe the skills and competence you probably got from a babysitting experience or from a teaching experience. Look at the job description. For them to write such a job description, they know what they're looking for. Look at the job description. Look at the skills that they wrote there that they want. Definitely, when you're looking at a job description for maybe a designer or a software engineer, they are writing there that for a software engineer, we need someone that has experience with these backend tools, someone that has experience with these front end tools. Look at it before you adjust it to what they're asking for. Designers, you wrote Figma there. And you forgot to add, they wrote Figma in job description, you forgot to add Figma to your CV. why should they pick you when the number one tool they use to design, you don't have it, or you didn't even include it? So these are the things you need to choose the skills and competence you are writing there. Look at the job description, use similar words. And there's also this that between me and you, with tools like ATS, that's applicant tracking system. This ATS is something that HR recruiters use to scan CVs. So these are kind of ATS is kind of a tool that you know we recruiters can put at the back end of that ATS that okay, so this particular set of CVs that are coming in, I want people that have like Figma, SQL, JavaScript in their CV. So once this ATS scans the CVs that are coming in, it sees that there's no Figma there. It sees that there is no SQL and JavaScript there. So if the recruiter, this CV comes in and the recruiter has the ATS to filter based on this command it has given it as backend, it's not going to add your CVs to the ones that's filtered because it doesn't match with what the recruiter has asked it to check for in the backend. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So you need to look at the job description, look at what they're asking for, and match it with your CV. Make those adjustments to match what they're looking for. Add the technical skills that are they wrote there. Add the soft skills that they wrote there before you submit that CV. Also, apart from technical skills, that there are soft skills that you can, you got from jobs that are not even technical, that you can, that you can turn it over to your current job now. I mean, I was still telling somebody some months back, she said, she has experience as an attendant at a supermarket, and now she has gone into product management. How she has had she has worked in 2 different places as a product manager. How is she going to put, her experience in that supermarket into the CV? And when she showed me the CV, the experience as an attendant in that, supermarket, it stuck out like a sore thumb. So I told her that instead of adding this, because it looks so off in the sales attendant in something store, and then you start writing product manager at this particular company. I said, why not just take this out? You see the skills you got from this place. I mean, as working as an attendant, I'm very sure that you had to deal with, a lot of multitasking. You had to work under a lot of pressure, and all that. Those soft skills now added to the CV. That's the thing you are going to take out of that experience. So there is no need to, add your experience as, a laundry person, your experience working in this filling station, and, it overshadows the experience you have as a product manager or as whatever. Make sure, instead of just, bombarding your CVs with what is not necessary, take the soft skills you gained from this experience and add it to your CV. So basically, when you're writing your skills and competence, look at the job description. Some might not even outrightly say that we need somebody that can work under pressure. They will not write it there. But once you're looking at the job description, you start to see things like, oh, we're a fast-paced environment. We need someone that can hit the ground running. Those little things, they are passing an information across to you. And those are the things that you should use to build up your soft skills. So read the job description. Once you read that, you should know how to adjust your technical skills, your soft skills to suit what the job description asks of you. So the next slide. Now, education and certification. The first thing I will tell you is that even apart from education and certifications, even your work experience, you have to write it from the recent to, your last job experience. They call it reverse chronological order. What I'm saying is that, for example, you worked at so company in 2024 to date. That should be your first work experience. Then the next one, 2023 to 2024. It's not the right order when your CV is opened and they say that you worked at so company 2019 to 2018 is the first experience, and then your present experience is now the last one. You need to start from the present experience, which is probably 2024 to date, then the previous experience after. So it is a reverse chronological order. the present experience is the first experience, then other experiences just as you add it. And that goes to the same for your education and certification. Your current degree, the one you have at the moment, if it's a master's, that should come first before your bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree should not come first before your master's, because definitely you had your master's now and you had your bachelor's before. So it is a reverse chronological order. Your present starts same as your work experience before you move to the previous, that you acquired. So that's about it. And also your certifications that you're adding there to manage space, because some of us have a lot to add to our CVs. There is no need to write the certifications that are no more that they are no more, they're out of, what will I call it? They're out of use. I still saw somebody that listed he made a table of certification. And when I looked at it, it was a project manager role. So it was only like out of because the whole page used to list a certification, there was maybe 2 or 3 that was related to product management. The others were something of food, something that he did in secondary school. And looking at the year and matching it to secondary school year, I realized that it was probably all these economics practical certificates he added there. All these typesetting or something like I added everything there. And you are just writing a lot of things that doesn't relate to the job, and you're taking a lot of space that you could have used for something else. So make sure that your certificates are related. And even if it is not technical, I mean, you have soft skill experience like communication, that you get from all this, what they call them, all this, all this Coursera, the Udemy's, even if it's not technical, you have soft skills that you get communication, multitasking, and those make perfect. But once it starts to be odd, unrelated, there is no need to add it. Save your space. It's not until your CV is 3 pages before it's good. A one-page CV that is clear, it's not too scanty, is enough. As long as they see what you have to offer is enough. It's not a must for you to it's until 3 pages before it makes sense. So that's it about your education and certification. Can we move to the next slide? Okay. So the CV's do's and don'ts. The first is, I mean, this is should I say that is an open secret. People tend to lie and exaggerate. And I would not be judgy, because I know that it stems from a place of not having experience. When you come out of school, even if you are not just fresh out of school, you don't have a lot of experience. And for looking at job description, you know that you have to present yourself in a way for them to even give you a chance. And then you start to, the lies come in, you exaggerate, copy and paste, you call this family member and ask them if you can add their company to it, that you were the front desk there. You call this person, so you call this person, you add, all those things. And recruiters check. Even if the recruiter doesn't check, I've been in situations whereby I interviewed somebody for I'm trying not to be specific so I don't land myself in hot water. It was more like all this oil and gas company role. So, I asked the person a couple of questions, though I can't ask them some kind of in-depth oil and gas questions because I don't have idea of it. But the person passed my stage because they were lovely. They answered my questions well and all technical questions and all that. But when they reached the company I sent them to meet, these people are they know every name you mention in the oil and gas, they are aware, they know the person, they probably had businesses with different, companies. So whatever you say, they know who you are talking, they know the company you're talking to them, they know the price they paid there. So this person went there and, he said he worked from this year to this year. And they were asking that, if you said you worked from 2006, 2010, who was your this? But this person has not even started working there at this time. Is that not Mr. This, Mr. That? That is where the lie started to, the issue started coming up. So, I mean, you might get away with it, but, it's not not every time the luck will be on your side. So, don't lie or exaggerate. Just, whatever it is you can offer, write your CV to the best of your knowledge, 100% truth, and share with them. Also, the next one is there's no need for long, paragraphs. Bullets always make things clear. Put things in, especially your work experience. There's no need for long paragraph that you're just saying, just one thing that you designed some flyers for something, and you've already written so much on designing that flyer. I designed, some people use so many action words. I designed, implemented, removed, reduced, enlightened, and this to something before they now start saying the sentence. There is no need for that. By the time you just write one, you've already used half of a page to write a sentence. As simple as possible. Use bullets. It's easy, to read. Also, things like, like I said in the beginning, there's no need to add, age, religion, and all that. It leads to bias. Also, email. Even if not first name and last name, not controversial, nothing too, shady looking, and that they are side eyeing your name. Like I said, some people can be very fickle. They see one or two things and they've already guessed the kind of person this person is, and they don't even want anymore. They move to the next CV. So, also, don't include unnecessary job experience. There is no reason why a nanny job you add, there is no reason why a nanny job you add is in your CV as a software engineer person. Even if it is that 1 or 2 year experience that you have as a software engineer, write it there. Leave the nanny CV, the nanny experience out. Take the soft skill you got from there, add it to it. You're able to communicate well, you're able to multitask. List it as your soft skill. There is no reason why you should add that experience there. Do you understand? And some even have a lot of experience already, but they don't want to let go of that experience that is irrelevant that they had. You see them write a lot of experience. I was a software engineer, this, I was a backend engineer, there was this, I was that. They have so many experience, but they still have to include that. Well, attendance there was, teacher here there was, and sometimes it's there so much that it overshadows your, your main experience. So yes, next. Also, yes, don't forget to proofread. I mean, I've shared CVs that, I've been forced to call people. Your CV looks so good. As in, it's obvious that you know what you're doing. I've been forced to call some candidates or email them that this and this, add it, to remove it. There's a typo here. There's this thing, make it better. So proofread your CVs. Some people might not be as, might maybe lenient or willing to give second chances like I did. It's enough for them to throw it. And nowadays there are a lot of, what's it called? There are a lot of AIs and all that can scan your CV to check. I'm even aware of ChatGPT. You can copy your CV, put it there, and it's going to point out the mistakes and your typos and errors there. At this day and age, the mistakes that should be made should not be typos when there are a lot of applications already out there. So proofread it for grammatical errors before you submit. Next, the design colors and fonts. I hope the designers don't feel attacked, but it is always the designers that their CVs so many colors that it tends to overshadow the CV itself. You see yellow, green. So we know you're a designer, and we're going to check your portfolio to know that more. But I'm not saying that there shouldn't be colors. Colors make your CV attractive, but it should not be too much that it overshadows what you have to offer. Do you understand? I know, like I told you about this ATS that HR people use. If your CV is too heavily designed, it is not going to be scannable by this ATS. The ATS will not be able to scan it or capture it because the designer is too much for it. It can't see the things that the recruiter has added to it to check because it's already giving it the kind of formats that it can't scan. So make it clean, simple. Don't let the design overshadow it. And also fonts. Use fonts that are clear. I know Times New Roman is probably the most official one, but if you decide to use other fonts, make sure it's the clearest, It's not the one that the H looks like a B because of the kind of calligraphy. It's not the one that the D looks like maybe upside down H. Make sure it is the clearest font that is very easy to see what you are trying to share. Next, like I said before, don't just list duties, make it impactful. Show what you achieved, not just what you were told to do or something copied on Google. Whatever I copy on Google, sit down, make it related to you. Don't make it vague. That's software that you did. Even if you don't want to share information, because I know that there are a lot of apps that designers build, that software engineers build, and they've told them that this is not your life, so don't tell anybody much. There's a way you write sentences that don't necessarily tell them that, oh, is a loan app that we built and we use this code. And there's a lot of ways to be very descriptive without giving out a lot of information. It's a fintech app for this. We used React, this and that. Just make it as clear, descriptive, and quantifiable as possible, not vague. Also, there was a time that when you open Google CV, the first thing you see is curriculum vitae. They use font 30. It's very big. The curriculum vitae is very big on the screen. Now, the new conventional way of writing CV, your name should start your CV. There is no need to write CV. We know it's your CV. Everybody knows you're submitting your CV. Just start with your name. Hassan Ismail, that's fine. Abiodun Adilupe, that should start your CV. There's no need to write CV, curriculum vitae anymore. Start with your name, your contact details, and all. That's good. Do you get? So there's no need to write CV, resume. It's obviously your resume and CV. So yes. So like I just said, don't write in third person. When I say third person, it is like saying, Abiodun developed wireframes. Saying Tone developed something. There is no need for that. Like I said, start with the action words: developed, executed, collaborated, analyzed, participated. Adding, there's no need for I. Debola did, Blessing led, Stephen, there's no need for that. Start with your action and strong words. Straight to it. So next. Also, I know this might be a little bit controversial, but there's no need to list a long list of references. Between me and you, any company that wants to hire you, you've done your all level of interview, you've done the first or second or how many stages there are. When it gets to the point of background, they will call you. Hello, Mr. Tijani, can you share your references with us? They will call you for the references. I've seen CVs where people write a whole page of Mr. something at this hospital, their number, their address. There is no need for that. It is available on request. When they need it, they will ask it of you. And that's if they even do. Well, not all companies do background check, but the ones that want to do it, if it gets to the point that they think that, oh, we are hiring Oluwako already, they will definitely reach out to you for a reference. So don't waste that reference page and make your CV now like 7 or 8 pages just because you want to add everybody to make sure if they need it, they will ask you for it. So there is no need for a long list of reference. And if you decide to, 1 or 2 is enough. Their name, the company, phone number, no need for address. As easier, 1 or 2 is enough, move on. There's no need to write, oh, everybody you've encountered, every family member there is no need. Okay, like I've been saying, don't copy and paste your job description. Quantifiable, clear, and all. Also, like I said, don't send it without customizing. Look at the job description. Make sure everything they're asking for, it might not be everything. There are lots of job description that you are definitely not going to be 100/100. If you are 60, sometimes if you are 50, we've had roles that, because my boss Tunde Andrews, I don't know if she's there, she's one person that likes to give, the younger generation a lot of chances. I've done a lot of hires that it's not as if this person is 100% fit to role. She's somebody that when you come and, based on your, are you ready to learn? Your body language, the kind of person you are, is enough to make her think that, let's give this person a chance and build them. So there are situations like that. But the least you would do is to check the job description. Look at the little things that they are writing there, that they ask of you. They add it to your CV. Because there is no reason why, if you, like I said, if you read the job description, you start to see the hint of the kind of person they want. You start to notice that these people I'm going to work alone, I'm going to work with a team. That is when you add that is a team player. You start to say from the summary, they'll start saying that, the designer is going to work hand in hand with the design team to something. That is when you have to add a team player. And you start to see sometimes they write that this person will be the sole something of, you add there that, okay, I work alone without supervision. Those are the things that look at job description very well to determine how you're going to adjust your CVs to that. So, okay, I've said this. Use action verbs, improved, reduced, delivered, and so forth. So next. Okay, so a checklist. When you finish writing your CV, look at it and is my target rule clear? Like from this CV I wrote, and somebody look at it, is it even looking like this is a cybersecurity person CV? Did you use the keywords you are seeing from the job description? They can't be talking about that they want to hire somebody for React and you're talking about you using Node.js something. It's you are obviously not the person for the role. So look at job description and blend it to your adjust things without lying or exaggerating. Did you use the relevant tools? Like I said, they use Figma and there's nothing of Figma in your CV. You are talking about something else. Is it quantifiable? What did you achieve? How many incident responses did you do? Not just incident response. I did incident response and move on. 14 incident responses and that led to this and stopped this amount of phishing and the result was clean. That is how you write, your achievement and your work experience. Also, clean, readable, no typos, 1 to 3 pages. I said it before. One page is okay, 2 page, 3 page is okay. If what you are writing there is making a lot of sense, not 3 pages of what is not. Anything passing 3 is entering 7 or 8. I did not co-sign that. So 1 to 3 page is enough. Next. Okay. So before I start looking at the charts, let's look at the CV. From everything I said, can we look at it and review it? Let's do this together. From the first thing you see on the screen, I want us to do one by one together. I don't want us to just review everything at once. The first thing you are saying, the first part, the curriculum vitae to the personal details. Can you point out in the comments what you see that what could be better? Don't worry, I'm seeing your questions. I'll still go back to everything. Prince says name too long. Name is supposed to be written, not the CV. Thank you. The name is not visible enough. No visual hierarchy. Adilani with the big English. How did you say no? It's not a good CV. We've not decided it's not a good CV. We might still see goodness in it. Let's just look at it. Name first. Erase the curriculum. Too many phone numbers. Remove the curriculum with a wrong email format. The heading is not needed. More than too many names. Education. Okay, we've not reached education. Email is okay. I mean, you say email is controversial. Okay, so you are all right. There is no need for the curriculum vitae. No, and the names are too much. This person is the original Wazobia. Amina, Chinwe, Adifara, Elizabeth, Oluwabukumi, Jane. That's a lot of names for one person. Your name, your middle name, and your surname, or your name and your surname is fine. Also, these are so many phone numbers, like 1 or 2 that you know that it's is good enough. Like, and when they call you, you are holding that phone. Even if you are not holding, you're going to come back to where that phone is in 5 minutes. Since you are looking for a job, it's enough. Also, somebody said the email is controversial. Definitely it is. And There's nothing. I mean, for some designers, I'm not so sure. I've seen people, but I think your portfolio is good enough. Your portfolio, your LinkedIn is not even here. So that's what, that's about it for this details. Okay, so let's go to the objective. That's like the summary. Remember the summary part. What do you think is wrong here? Thank you all for your responses and the personal details. So for career objective, what do you think is wrong here? Let me see in the comments before we move to skills. Using I, thank you. Using I, Joseph, thank you. You're right. Not using action words, thank you, Chisholm. You people were really listening. I see people that were listening. Okay. Thank you so much, Blessing. Objective should tell values. I wasn't just talking. Not starting with an action word. Thank you. Skills. Let's move to skills. Looking at this, what's wrong? What would you make different? Looking at the skills, this person with UI UX research, internet browsing, design thinking, creative ideas, basic first aid. A lot of things are coming at the same time. Basic first aid is not needed. Yes, skills are not correlating. Thank you. Ownership mentality. I guess she's the CEO, Chibudi. I guess so also. Okay, categorize into technical and soft skills. That's fine. Gifts look generic. The first aid is a different niche. Okay, we've not gotten to what effects talking about. But yes, you are all right. There is no reason why a basic first aid should be here. It doesn't have anything to do. Only if you are applying for HSC role. There's no reason why internet browsing in this day and age is it a kind of old school skill? Because I don't even think it's a skill anymore. Because even a 2 years old is browsing, so it doesn't even have anything to do with this. So a lot of things are there that it doesn't match what they are looking to what they are looking for. Even the UI UX part, there's a lot of things that UI UX is so generic. There's a lot of things you could take out of there to add as your, skill. So let's move to experience. What do you think is wrong here? What could be different? From what I've said, there's a lot of things wrong here that I can see already. Let's see. It first says 2004 for 2020. You said 2023. Definitely, because like I told you, it is reverse chronological order. 2024 to present should come first. For 2022 to 2023, your present experience should start your experience before you now move to the previous ones according to how you did it. So Blessing says UI UX is more of a learning and not speaking of the soft or hard skills. Thank you, Blessing. Puts that into more perspective, even for me. Umar says not starting with doing word. Definitely. No bullet, it doesn't look organized. Thank you. Experience is too brief. No action. No, nothing quantifiable. Yes, it's not reverse. Thank you. No bullets, no metric. The timing is not so synchronous. Thank you. Actually, I'm noticing, I am thinking that you said it as an English teacher before, you started, I don't know your track, or I can see that you are opening the boxes of the big grammar. I think says, okay, reverse chronology, that's right. Didn't use the star method. You were listening at the Tolani. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So that's right. Also, projects. What do you think is wrong? I don't think I talked about projects, but let's see before I say anything, what do you think about this project part? What could be different? What could be different before I add my 2 cents? What could be different in this project part? It should be descriptive. Thank you, Prince. You've said it. No, well, no, thank you. This health app redesign, the person did not write what a little bit about what's about the tools they use. Even for a software designer, did you use React or Node.js? What like how many people have downloaded it? What's the clicks? Little things like that shows that 2,000 people downloaded this. This person knows what they are doing. Little details like that is not there. It looks very scanty. Thank you. No details on the project. Thank you. So education, computer science, university. That's all this person wrote there. What do you think? What do you think should? What do you think should be added? I'm seeing a lot of questions. I got too engrossed. I would go back in chat and answer everything one by one. Don't worry. I'll try to answer to the best, I wish this Zoom had the Q&A session so we can leave the chat for comments and the Q&A will be for questions. So everything does just not mixed together. No grades, no degree and school, yes. University name, thank you. There is no year, there's no graduation year, there is no university name. Yeah, at least there's degree. Yes. Yes, thank you for that. Also certification. Class of degree can be added. Thank you, Usman. Probably somebody has asked this. If you don't have experience and you came out with the first class, please add it. If it's possible, make it very bold. Make it very bold as possible because this is the little things that you don't have experience, you don't have a lot to offer yet. What you have to offer is your first class. Write it there. That's enough to make for some recruiters to decide that, of HR to make you decide that this person must be smart. Let's just try this person out. This person must be smart. So add it there. If that is what you have to offer, put it there. Let them say your first class include. But if you have anything, I mean, 2-1 strong, or if you have anything, lower than that, like not too strong, maybe don't add it there so they are not biased towards you. There are other things that you can add to it, like certifications that, to make it stronger. So that's about that. Okay. I'm trying to remember what I said. Okay, certifications. What did we say about that? Certification. What's wrong here? What it could be better? What could be better in the certification? The year obtained. Thank you, Sman. 2025 should come first. This bootcamp experience from Alison should come first before design thinking. Yes, thank you. And also punctuation there's no punctuation. It sounds as if the person is saying 2021 Coursera, like it's one sentence, there's no comma. So yes, thank you, everybody. Lack details, thank you. So references, what do you think is wrong here? Thank you. The A is not needed at Delany. Yes. No bullet points to show the difference. Thank you. You are right. Too much space taken. Okay, for reference, too much space taken by the reference. Reference space should. Okay, yes. The aesthetics and too much references. Thank you. Like I said, it's either you write available upon request. If they need it, they will ask. And if you decide to add, you want to add it. 1 or 2 is enough. So, that's about it. Please, let's go to the next slide before I start answering questions. I have to go back and start picking out questions. Next slide, please. So, from what you've learned today, what's your next step after today? Are you going to write your personal summary? Are you going to add more metrics to your experience? As in, are you going to make it more quantifiable, like the numbers, the figures of what you've achieved? Are you going to clean up your contact info part, or is it all of the above? Zaira says all of the above. That's good, Zaira. That's good, Zaira. I mean, as you know, okay. That means
all of the above.
Thank you. Thank you. All of the above, the metrics to my experience, all of the above. Okay. Already did wow, Prince, you are a multitask. I wish I can learn from you. It's obvious that make sure you add multitasking to your list of experience. And I wish to learn that from you also. All of the above. Okay. So I guess that's right. All of you saying all of the above, good, because in this life, something is not going to remain the same. I'm sure there was a time that the curriculum vitae that I said you should move was something that must be there. So as life keeps moving, things keep changing. There are things now that I said in this session that maybe in 2 years' time it should be old school already. New things are come. And I also sitting in front of you, I always update my CV with new things. I'm definitely not carrying everywhere the CV I had since 2018 till now. I'm updating, adding things to it, even though I'm not using it to apply. I just like to come, just add more experience to it because every month passes and I've done 1 or 2 projects. I go there, I just add it to it, and that kind of thing. So that's how your CV should be. So let me go back to questions. Let me start from the beginning. Okay, Abiodun, can you go next in the slide in case there's something else I don't want to miss out? I'm trying to go back to the beginning of this. Okay. I'm just scrolling up to get to the first question so I don't miss out on anybody. Please. All right, I guess I'm there. So Joseph said, what's the right format to write name? So in this time we are, it's going to be your name and your surname. So I'm guessing your name is Joseph and your surname is Amadou. My advice would be Joseph Amadou. Amadou, sorry. Your name comes first, then your surname. That's how CV should be. Tunde Andrews. Debola Ogumolu, that's the right format. And I mean, there are some people that tend to put their surname in capital letter just to show that this is their surname. They write Joseph, Amadou, capital letter. That's also fine. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of answers to the question I asked mixed with other questions. Just trying to scroll. Okay, so I think the only solution I can think of right now is please can you ask your question again? Let me go down and please just ask your question again because there's a lot of things mixed up with the questions that it's getting confusing. Please just ask your questions again.
Hi, Debola. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jenica.
We have some questions from YouTube, and I like to just share them so you can respond. I
Okay,
have
that's
like
fine.
5 questions.
Okay, go
Can I
ahead,
go
please.
ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. From the beginning of the session where you highlighted some things that we should remove from our CVs, someone asked if we should include them if the organization specified things like your date of birth, your LGA, or your gender. She
I mean,
wants to
you
know
said it.
if what we should do if a company says include them.
You've said it yourself. If the company says include them, you don't have a choice but to include.
Great.
But left to me, I don't think it's going to cause bias on the company's end if they are asking to include that. Because if they are asking for that, definitely they don't want to hire somebody within a particular age. If they are asking you for your date of birth, they're definitely not they definitely don't want to hire somebody from a particular age to another age. But if they are asking for it, why not give it to them? Or just hold it in mind that there is a reason why they're asking for that, and there's going to be some sort of bias. So
Okay. Thank you so much for the feedback. Next question is, how should I write my CV if I'm a newbie? Say for people transitioning from non-tech to a tech career, or people that are just fresh out of school and all they have is this 3MTT training. How should they present that on their CV when they're looking for new tech roles?
just pushing that down. So the question is, how should I write my CV if I'm new? Like, for example, transitioning from new experience to experience, right? To maybe a
Yes.
3 MPT experience. So definitely to have an upper hand, apart from your 3 MPT experience, this is where certifications come in. If you don't have experience and you just have your 3 MPT experience, add it there. All the things they taught you in 3 MPT, apart from just the experience you have there, the project you've been doing, I liked it there. Maybe apart from 3 MTT, cybersecurity, you did this, put projects parts, write the project you've done there, take more certifications to make your CV look better. There are free courses on all this Udemy, Coursera, YouTube, LinkedIn. There are a lot of free courses. They add it to your CV. There are situations even where okay, I have a younger sister too that is in this situation. Well, not younger sister, but how we call it in Nigeria. What I just told her is that take courses. There are things that even there are clubs that you join in school too. Add it there. Your if you maybe you are very smart, you have maybe first class, add it there. So these are the things that you would add to your CV. The one experience you have, like for example, you said 3 MTT experience, add it there. The certifications, if you don't have experience, certifications are the only thing that can also help you. Go online, look for maybe, and there are cheaper ones, even if they are not free, there are ones of 5,000, 4,000. Get certifications. Your education, don't even try to skip it, add it there. Even education, there are some courses that because you don't have experience, I recommend situations whereby maybe you studied maybe computer science. There are little skills that you can write there. The kind of project that you did in school, add it there. The project you did, add it there. Leadership things that you did, add it there. These are the things that is going to comprise what your CV is going to be since you don't have any experience to boost off. So I hope that's clear.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you so much for that feedback. Next question is it right to indicate your current workplace on your CV? That's an interesting question.
It's quite interesting, truly. I mean, yes, you need to include your work experience because then are you
Yeah.
just going to write you're a software engineer just the year? And I mean, where were you a software engineer? You need to include that. It's very important. And even your the place of work matters a lot. I mean, we've had roles that they are very specific. Some companies are very specific and they are finicky. They don't want to try any other thing. They want somebody with experience in that industry. Person must have worked in our same industry. And I don't blame them sometimes because it's kind of easy for somebody um that has the kind of experience and has the knowledge in their industry. So when the person joins them, you don't need to be and holding the person. I understand where they're coming from, even though it's probably not fair to some other person that is passionate and hardworking and all that. So if they want somebody, okay, let's say we are looking for a software engineer that has built a loan app before, and you don't write that, how do we even know that you have experience in the company that they're looking for? And apart from that, it's also like if you don't put it there, some other people might think that you're removing it to be shady or like to not to drop some kind of information or something like that. So you cannot just do without the workplace. It needs to be there. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that feedback. The next question is something you spoke about not too long ago, but just for the sake of emphasis, how many pages should my CV look like? Should my CV be when I don't exactly have much to put on my CV?
If you don't have much to put, like I said, one page is enough. One page is
Mm,
enough of your personal details. The one job experience you have, add it there. If you came out of school with maybe first class or maybe 2-1 or even 2-2, write it there. Write your the courses you did, the strong courses that you did that shows that okay, this person has transferable little school transferable experience to the role. Is it maybe computer science? Okay, you write computer science first class or 2-1 or 2-2. You can write it below incident hacking, this thing, comma, like that, comma, React projects, write your project there, comma. Those are the things that you have. That's what you have to offer at this point. Add it there. The projects that you did that is in relation, add it there to your education part under your the course. Those are the little things you have to offer for now because we don't want you to lie. So those are the things you have to offer. The certifications, instead of waiting around and applying and applying and applying, start looking for free courses online. The cheaper ones, look for it. Take these courses instead of sitting and waiting for keep building yourself. Go for workshops, hackathons. There are things, a lot of things happening, especially in the tech world. When you go online, there's always something out there for tech people. There's some webinars, acting, see 3MTT, free. There's a lot of opportunities out there instead of waiting around. Just keep owning your skills instead of just sitting at home. Go for this event, go for this acting, go for webinars. Add it. These are things that you're going to add to your CV for now till somebody, one company picks you. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Last question from YouTube is around cover letters. How important are they? Can you share any tips in case we're required to write it for a job application? Any tips?
Cover letter. Cover
Yes.
letter. If we have been sincere, I see I had a discussion sometime back with my boss, Tunde Andrews, on this. It's becoming outdated. I mean, even before it became outdated, hi, me, people are, I was never asked for a cover letter. Because if I'm being sincere with myself, I'm not going to open it because that doesn't prove anything to me. It doesn't prove anything to me that I don't ask for it because I like when people apply to my role to be as easy as possible. Just your name, your surname, and your CV, your number, and all that. Because, like I said, some people don't put their number and some details in their CV. I just ask for your biodata and your CV. That's all. But if you if you are asked for a cover letter, from everything I've said, so I'll try to make it brief as possible because this is another thing entirely. Because cover letter is another kind of thing, like just like CV and LinkedIn, it's a topic on its own. Your name, your biodata, obviously on top. Everything you write there has to be the value you are coming to offer in their company. The things your cover letter has to include is your experience, the experience you've had, and how it translates to what you're going to come and do for them. Your experience, how it's like I said, like how the value you're going to bring to the table, how that experience translates to what um they are looking for, the skills you have, your passion and all that. That's what a cover letter should comprise of. Maybe after this, I can share a kind of format with Ojana and she can, share it to community managers. But the cover letter should start with your biodata on top, your experiences, the skills those experience you've gotten from that experience, and all together how it's going to transfer to what they're looking for and what you are bringing to the table in that company as what cover letter should cover.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're grateful. I don't know if there are any
Okay.
additional questions.
I'm seeing some in the chat. I'm still in uni with no experience. Any tips? I think I just talked about that.
Yes.
But hopefully that covers it. Princess, should the dates come first for certifications? I mean, at this time, I would say that when it comes to dates and the course, or there are different verifications to what I mean. When you go online, you see a lot of people that will say that some things meant to be the dates before the like your university or the certification. Um, but I would say I like when it is like the certification, comma, the year, the certification, the year, and the course it is under. Do you understand? And for example, let's say the course is design thinking, comma 2024, and then you can write it under that Udemy Academy. I think I'll write that in the chat while I answer other questions. Ezekiel, you said you'd like to speak. I will give you that chance soon. Let me just Samuel Okun, can you check my CV, man? We're going to make you shared your CV, Samuel. You are a very sharp person. Joseph says, what is the right format to writing name? I think I answered that already. I recommend your name and surname. Ezekiel Ajayi. That's it. Simple. And if you're adding your middle name, Ezekiel Blessing Ajayi, your name should start to come first. That's it. What if one is using three names? That's fine too. I just said it. Your name, your middle name, and your surname. I mean, there are some people that make their surname capital letter just to show that it's probably because their name and surname. There are some people that have name and surname that is very, very similar. You start to wonder that which one is the surname. A name like John Paul is like, what's the name? What's the surname? It sounds like names. So I understand the reason why some people make their surname capital. Do you understand? So yes. A name like let me see, I'm looking through your names to say, okay, a name like Angela Okafor. I mean, we that we are Nigerians, I think we would know that Angela is a name and Okafor is the surname. But like I said, a name like John Paul, some people will tend to embolden that Paul just to show that that is my surname. So you can also do that. Someone else transform. Monday, you say someone that wants to transition from electrical engineer to data analyst and data science. I see the statement there, but I don't know the question you're trying to ask with what you just said. Mercy says, for example, if the job description is depicting to work under pressure, do I have to write? Don't write that you work under pressure. I mean, um, avoid trying to shoot yourself in the leg too much. Don't write that you work under pressure. Just take that out. I see a lot of jokes, running jokes on LinkedIn about that. So, I mean, don't add that you work under pressure, please. Or I see Ojeneka just shared a laughing emoji to that. There are a lot of ways that you can embody that work under pressure in your CV, in your work experience, that you don't have to write work under pressure literally in your CV. I mean, you saying that you have to deliver for software engineers, you saying that you have to deliver an e-commerce app that went live within 3 months is enough to say you work under pressure without writing I work under pressure. So let's avoid adding things that are a little bit toxic and can shoot us in the leg. So just reading through questions. So I see a lot of questions. I'm seeing 2 or 3 questions around age. Their complaint. I mean, there was a time. But I don't know if banks to do it. There was a time then that banks are always like, if anybody above the age of this should not apply. It's unfair. Because I just hope there's nobody here that their family owns a bank or something, so my account doesn't get blocked or something. I'm just joking, but it's unfair and it can be sensitive when companies set age limits. Like you see things like not more than 28 years old by December 31st. It feels unfair and like you are excluded just because you are qualified, just because you are over 28. They don't want you. So the options I would think is to apply quietly. Some companies don't actually enforce this age rule strictly. It's like some kind of screening preference. It's not a hard legal boundary. It's not something that you are going like they don't enforce it. So apply quietly. If you are just a year or two above the limit, but you meet, other requirements, apply. like I said, don't draw attention to your age and paste it on your CV. The first thing that they see there is you're 1991, you are over the age. Just apply quietly. You don't have to address your age until they bring it up. I feel like I'm advising something bad right now. Apply quietly, that's an option, especially if you're slightly over the limit age, like you understand. Also, there are sometimes that you can also, the option you can use to clarify politely if you're unsure if it is strict or formal. I mean, you're applying to, you can send a short, respectful inquiry, like, dear hiring manager, I came across such role and I'm interested. I noticed the age requirement of blah blah blah, but I miss all the other listed. That is your in. I met all the other qualifications, order. You can just add the one liner to it that's your chef kiss. I meet all the qualifications and I would love to know if I'm eligible to apply or if the age requirement is flexible in any way. You can send that email if you have something like that. So what you should not do, don't lie. It can backfire and they can disqualify you. So um that's what I can say on that age topic. You said internship. Definitely, you can. That is all I've been saying. Online, if you don't have experience. When the question of if you don't have experience was coming in, I probably did not mention the word internship. Or as you are getting certifications, the easiest role for somebody that is looking for that doesn't have experience to get is internship. And that is where you start building your career. It's very rare before someone comes out. Maybe if you have that connection, I don't know. Well, it's very rare before you come out of school and so a company hires you to come and be the head or lead of something. Even let's leave lead, even to be an associate. Well, it can happen for it's 50 over 100. Internship is the like, normal thing to get because you don't have experience. And apart from we see those job description that they write intern and they will now write 2 years experience. That's funny because an intern should be entry level on no experience because you don't know anything. You're coming to learn on the job to grow. So the easiest you should get is an intern experience. So that is what you should start applying to internship because you don't have experience and you're going there to learn. So while looking to go to maybe associate roles, and when I say associate, I know that some people there is like an hierarchy of role levels. There's the intern, there's the associate, there's the lead manager, like that. So I'll say associate is still kind of maybe a year to 3 or 2. So if you are going to level roles like that, be by the side, still be applying to internships. Do you get? They are paid internships. They're unpaid internships too. I think unpaid internship is kind of unfair now because of the economy. Surely this person is going to come to your company, transport and all that. But if the company is big enough for you to sacrifice some change, and what you are going to gain from them is more than any money they can give you, you have to take it and manage it for 6 months and get the best you can from them. For that will put your CV better for you to add that you were this in this particular company. So taking an internship is the best you can get for now if you don't have experience. So while sitting around applying to roles that maybe they feel like maybe the issue is even that your experience is low for what you're applying for. With internship, only if they don't know what they want or they are trying to mask intern and they want someone with 2 or 3 years experience, there's no reason why they should not hire you as an intern, especially if you now have the edge of you've already taken 1 or 2 certifications in relation to that what you are looking for. You've been going to webinars and all that. It shows you are active, you are smart, and you are hardworking. So, and those are the little skills you need for a company to even want to hire you. So, Sophia, while transitioning into tech, I have learned different skills, cybersecurity, data science. Is it advisable to have a CV that will accommodate all these or have a separate CV for each? especially when going for a career fair. Um, I'm trying to understand because you cannot have more than one CV. Sophia, you have one CV for this, and there is definitely a way you could write workshops, you could create a category for workshops, certificates, and list these things there. These things there, cybersecurity, data. I mean, when I say that you should not list things that are, don't list unnecessary things. I'm not saying that. I mean, cybersecurity, data science, analytics, animation, those seem like good skills that kind of relate to each other in a way. So I don't see a reason why it's all, I mean, they blend in a way. So add it, put it in a category of certifications, workshop, and something like that, and list it there. So, um, so there's no need for a different CV. And I put, I mean, this making me laugh because this is in such a Nigerian problem. Can I put an educational qualification, but I didn't collect my certificate? What do you mean you didn't collect your certificate? Can you be specific on what the issue was? Is it that you have a statement of results because that can work, or was there an issue like clear so we know how to answer that question? Royal, can you get a copy of the slide? Yes, I would. And also, Jenica is asked on your behalf for me to create the kind of CV format, and I will definitely send that to her too. Please, can the referee email be added in reference session? Yes. I mean, definitely, yes, you can. Number or email. I mean, in this time that we are, maybe email is even better than number. Because for something like that, email is definitely better to communicate background check. And if there is need for, I'm sure they will ask for the person's number while communicating via email. Good afternoon, Yakubu. How should I indicate that I'm currently studying computer science with graduation of 2026 while applying for a job that requires a BSc in computer science? I have 8 years of experience in this field. Wow. That means you were probably working before you even got admission. You make me remember somebody in my team. I don't know if she's on this call. Simi. I talked about my boss that likes to hire somebody that's people that that show potential and groom them and grow them and all that. We have somebody like that too. That she's probably in 300 level and she has so much to offer already, just because she was given a chance when she was 100 level. So I'm sure that this is something that she would also ask very soon because she's graduating anytime in a year or two. So, like I said, don't lie. Right there that your expected graduation year is 2026. I mean, it is going to probably stop you from getting some opportunities because some companies will think that is a risk hiring a student because excuses can come up. I'm not around. I have exam. I can't like, or you might not even be in their location and all that. But you need to add it that um you are graduating 2026. And it's either you don't add your graduation year and leave it vague, but don't lie about it. If you are adding it, make sure it's 2026. Don't lie that you graduated because there are some companies that their retaliation is a little bit, you don't want to be blacklisted. So it's either you don't add your year of your year of graduation, just put your degree and whatever, or you need to be clear to avoid future issues because you don't want to start a job and they let you go because you were not open enough. Um, that to be more painful. So maybe you should be clear. That is my advice to you. Write it there that this is your year of graduation. They take it, they see you as you are, they take you as you are, or they don't. So it's better than future issues. A company that probably works remotely might not even mind. And ones that work hybrid might not also mind. You just have to come with some kind of compromise with them. So, but don't lie. I take it back. Don't omit. Be clear because if you omit, there can be an issue where in the future it's like you did not tell us. It's almost like you lied. So just avoid that. Um, Kafayat, my network is unstable and I've missed a lot. Please recap the CV on how to look professional and provide the CV in PDF. Kafayat, you are asking a lot. Or for me, I would charge you $1 million for that. So you said please recap the CV on how to look professional and provide the CV in PDF Word or Google. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. I might not be able to recap all over again, but I will definitely share slides and the format via Word. I'll share it via Google Docs so you can save it as PDF and in any other format you want. Zaira, thank you for the example you used to depict a poorly done CV. Can we see an example of a CV? Yes, definitely, I'll share that. Uche can be a name and surname. Yes, that's what I was talking about. So some people tend to bolden the surname just to show that this is my surname, that's not my name. And there's no need to bolden it. Knowing your surname or name does not have anything to do with your impact in an interview. So yeah. So is it possible to get a recording of for those that came halfway? I'm not sure if it's being recorded. Only Ojeneka can confirm that. So in reference, must you use government workers? Like I said, when it comes to government workers, that's already a background check, and they will ask if they are hiring you, if you've made it to the state that they are definitely sure that they want to hire him. They will tell you to bring the reference of a civil servant of grade 7 or whatever, and this. But in your reference, like there is really no reason for you to add it. If they want government workers, they would tell you, and that is when you don't go through a lot of stress before you even get the job. So once they want to hire you, they will ask you for these things. And that is where they will tell you that they need the government worker, they need the HR from your previous employment. So yeah. They ask when me say they ask for my present place of work and I work in healthcare sector while trying to apply for a cybersecurity, I got any kind of setback. Your present place of work is in healthcare, but aren't you working? What's your role there? What's your role there, Opeyemi, so I know how to answer better? Samson says I already received rejection email from Technology. Is there still need for me to attend the fair? Samson, you don't. One rejection should not add in you. A fair, especially if you don't have experience, a fair is not something you should miss because there's a lot of things you can get from fair. There are freebies, there are mentors there are recruiters there. There are definitely recruiters in fair. So you cannot miss, especially if you are looking for a job or you don't have any experience. A fair is not something you want to miss. So leave the rejection aside and go to this fair. Don't miss out on opportunities. Okay, I can see Ojenoka and Tom. Okay, yes, please don't miss out. How do we undo role change without experience? Wow, please explain better. I don't get that. Please, how can we get to you? It's on the screen. Iwola Ogumolu on LinkedIn. Just search that to come. Thank you, Kule. You followed and connected. Angela, I studied French language and I'm learning data analysis. If the job description requires a candidate to be graduate, would this be relevant to add my degree in French for a data analysis job? I mean, one good thing that tech people have that probably some other roles will not have is that I really don't think, your education, it cannot be traded for anything in this world. But one thing that tech people have is that people look at what you have to offer, the roles you've done, the tools you've used. Are you good? Are you a good backend? Do you have React? Front end, is it React backend? Is it Node.js? Is it PHP you've used before they think of French or, you know, whatever it is. And like Tone said, the French that you're looking at, like a kind of issue with hot cake. For lack of a better word, it's hot cake. So yes, please add it. Who knows? Maybe from there, they might, just because of that your French degree, they could want to build an app, and they need that your experience as a data analyst to transcribe something. So please add it. It's a good, it's a unique and good experience. So I'll just be skipping the ones people who have helped answer so we can be faster. Please, please, can I add a training that lasted 1 day to my CV? Yes, please, if you don't have experience. Like I said, little things like this matter. If you don't have experience, and even if you have experience, if that 1 day training is very, very related, like it's good, a graphic person that went for a 1 day training on design thinking, please add it. So, how about internship that are demanding at least 3 experience? It's not fair, it's unrealistic. That's like, no, it's not right. I would not say, because if you apply for this kind of roles and they later pick you, they would rush you and demand that 3 years of experience they've always wanted from you, because it is already obvious that they don't want to hand old already. So, I mean, if you end up applying to these roles, you need to expect that you would figure out a lot of things on your own. But just know that it's not realistic. Internship, you don't know anything. You are coming to learn. So it's either 0. If they write 0 to 1, I'm sure that to 1, they just probably expect that you've done 1 or 2, but nothing too major. Okay. Yes, there'll be a sample. Thank you. Is it? Ojenuka said, okay, there's a recording. So, okay. I'm just fortunate says I'm a lab scientist also into tech. How do I blend this? How do I blend this? How do I blend this? Like, can I combine the different work experience in my CV? Yes. If you don't have a lot of experience, just make sure that your lab science experience does not overshadow your tech experience. And also, if you already have some kind of strong tech experience or spanning to 2-3 years, I would advise you to just remove that lab scientist experience and take out the soft skills you learned from it, um add it to your skills part. And if you want, because I know that after I say this, you would be like, after all the years in lab, and I will not add it. Just make sure it doesn't overpower your main experience of what you are hiring for. So, okay, I see Tom was answering some already. I'll just scroll down fast. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so I see some people were saying they want to speak. Can take 1 or 2 questions before we call it a day.
If you want to speak, please raise your hand just so we can have some order. If you want to speak, please raise your
Fine.
hand.
Fine, you
Okay.
said, is there a specific website where one can get volunteer roles? Not off my head right now. I can search and share, and I mean, this is an opportunity. If you know something like that, let's help out each other. Let's start pasting it on on this chat. If you have such website that has volunteer roles, or this is, put it in the chat. Let others see it, and if you have and you are ordering it, you could also get more from here. So please, if you have such, let's, okay, volunteer. Okay, all right. Some people already have their hands up. Okay, Abra,
Yeah,
please
good
go ahead.
afternoon, Ma.
Good afternoon, Abra.
Yeah, thank
Good
you very
afternoon.
much for that very wonderful and very helpful session. So I want to ask like 2 questions, but they are both related. and they are
Okay.
related to my experiences. So, right, I just pivoted into product management, but I've always been like a no-code software developer that using WordPress without with few skills in some coding with few coding skills. So, and also I also have back experiences with maybe like I started at 17 doing what's it called all this business center and all that, and I learned more and more until I became a product manager. So I want to ask, because most of all my skills are tech related, but of course they are not product management. So first question is, all my skills in development, developing website, am I supposed to add the work experience to my resume or my LinkedIn or both? And all the experiences I have with maybe teaching computer, teaching, doing business and all those stuff that are also tech related, maybe that can show my trajectory. Am I supposed to add it to my LinkedIn or can it find its way to my resume?
Thank you for that. Just put that down. So let me read out because I was typing as you were speaking, so I don't miss it out. So you said you pivoted from product management. You were a no-code software developer. Um, Also, you have previous experience in business centers.
Yes.
So you have tech-related skills, just not project management
Yeah.
skills. So
Yeah.
you are
Product.
asking those skills and experience you've learned in your we're talking about was it WordPress? All those kind of should you add it? So
Yeah.
yes, um, do you have experience in product management already? You are pivoting. You've not had any kind of experience yet, right?
I have experience with an app that somebody I helped someone to build. I with Laravel and Flutter, and also with the recent 3 month internship with 3MTT. Those are the two experiences that I have with product management.
So you should absolutely add that experience to your LinkedIn. Your experience, the skills you have you said business centers, but how you frame it matters a lot. Mm. I'm sure that, apart from the experience, you've also had soft skills from like customer facing skills, problem solving, multitasking, like the digital tools that you've gotten from there, like the tech familiarity, even the WordPress experience. I mean, those are things that is still in use now. So definitely add it. And for now, since you don't have, apart from 3MTT and one or two experience, there's the way you frame it matters. You just write like business center assistant, digital support assistant, attendant, customer and tech support, and write the name of the center. Like I said, you are not lying, but the way you frame things matters. And then you list out your experience. And the way you list out your experience too matters. You are not just saying that I attended to customer and printed flyer or I operated typewriter. The way you write this thing matters, makes it look more than what it is, not exaggerated or framing matters. Things like troubleshoot common issues. You see troubleshoot, you're already eating something on the edge. Common issues on PCs, printers, and internet connection. Instead of saying that I printed it or something, you can say assisted customers with printing, scanning, email setup, form filling, online applications. Those are things that, supported over 400 plus working clients with digital needs. Just like that's how you frame it. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Absolutely, ma. Thank you very much, ma. I'm
Thank
already
you.
noting things. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. Um, you're welcome. Ezekiel,
Okay, good afternoon.
good afternoon,
Okay,
Ezekiel.
my question is, on my CV, I started my name with Ajayi Ezekiel Soji. Ajayi being my surname, and I've been using this for a very long time. So I don't know, is it advisable I change it? And secondly, I actually don't have hands-on experience on software development. I think I'm just like an amateur in front-end development. So I wouldn't say fully amateur, but I have like hands-on, small, sha. So, and I've worked with a bank, Access Bank, and
Hmm.
I'm currently working with Samsung as a product consultant. So I don't know. Do I have to leave this on my CV if I'm applying, or I should take them off? And I don't have any experience, so I'm just seeking for an advice right now.
Okay. Um, Ezekiel, that second question, you would need to ask again because I don't really get it. But your first question regarding your name, your surname, if we have been sincere, your surname first, last is just a format of how we see we should be, but it doesn't necessarily affect if somebody's going to select you or not. Only if that is another level of finicky or picky. The way you put your
Okay.
surname and name doesn't necessarily, like, they see that Delaja comes first. Definitely, this person is not for the role. No, I don't think it works like that. But it's just acceptable format that I'm just telling you. But that definitely does not um decide that you're not going to be hired just because your surname comes first. But the acceptable format is just name and surname. So please, the second
So
question, can you come again?
my second question, um, I actually don't have experience on anything related to software development side internship we had with Trade MTT. So now I'm asking, I've worked with Access Bank
Mm-hmm.
and I'm currently working with Samsung as a
Mm-hmm.
product consultant. So I'm asking, do I need to take the my experience with Samsung because it's product consulting, like consultant, just like sales, and then I worked with Access Bank. So do I need to take this experience of my CV, then probably include something related to
Okay,
this
so
role, software development?
if I understand you, you don't have experience in software development, right?
Yeah, yes, I don't.
In Access Bank, you're a product consultant.
No. In Access Bank, I worked with foreign funds transfer, FFT.
As what?
Foreign funds transfer, like I was in commercial banking, like foreign funds transfer. It wasn't into tech actually. It wasn't tech. It was just
Foreign fund
normal transfer.
transfer. And as Samsung, you,
I'm currently working as a product consultant.
I mean, you're asking that. So do you need to take out
Yes,
your
this two
experience in
experience, since
Access
it's
Bank?
not tech related. Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's not apart from your experience in Samsung. That's your current experience. You don't have any other experience apart from that, right?
The one with Samsung and with Access
And
Bank,
Access. So
and
I
then one
don't see.
internship
Okay.
that's IT related, sure, but it's on my CV.
Okay. So I don't see why you should take out your experience in Access Bank. Like I
Okay.
said to the last person, how you frame it matters. How you frame it matters to show the skills and knowledge that you gain that is transferable from Access Bank to your current experience. So,
Okay.
I mean, when you were working in Access Bank, you worked as a foreign funds person. That shows that you have experience with, complex system and processes, right? You are
Yes.
exposed to financial products. You're exposed to
Yes.
compliance. You are
Yes.
definitely like for you to work with money, you have skills in accuracy. You need to
Yes.
like
Yes,
attention to
very
detail
accurate.
so that
Yes.
yes, attention to detail. And definitely you interacted with a lot of teams. So that means your cross-functional communication is 100.
Okay.
So, and also I'm sure you interacted with, I really don't know, but I'm sure you interacted with a lot of financial systems. I mean, all those Bankly, all that. So,
Yes.
how you frame it matters a lot. Frame it in a way that whatever experience you add in it seems like something that not bad. Like it's relative. So that experience it could be framed by someone else, and like the way it is framed is looking like what's this doing here? But how you frame it matters. It might not be definitely, it's not software, it's not product, or how you frame it in a way that shows that this experience, I have transferable skills from it matters a lot for it not to look unnecessary. Do you understand? Like your compliance, like, and you know that right now you are working as a product consultant. I've listed a lot of things that you can get from the Access Bank experience. That I'm sure that it is the knowledge that is helping you in the experience you have now. So
Yes.
context
Yes.
matters. How you write
Okay.
the previous experience matters. So that's that. Thank you, Ezekiel. I don't know. I hope I
All right.
answered your
Thank you.
question.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
All right. Mudashiru, please go ahead. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Please, I have some questions. Question I have is that currently an IT specialist. I've done IT support, system support, and the likes. And currently, undergoing this training with three entity, cyber security. The question is that how do I go about they asked me to do internship on this particular aspect for me to get some solid foundation, although I've been having some one or two training on cybersecurity. So that's just my question.
So I'm just putting that down. So you are saying that you have background experience in IT support and system support. You are currently undergoing cybersecurity training in 3MTT. So you're asking if you need an internship in cybersecurity to like break even, right? Is that your question?
Yes, I'm done with the training already, but still
Okay, so
taking
you are
some other thing.
still taking some other what?
Still undergoing some training on cybersecurity.
Okay. But you've been trying to apply for jobs, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
But because you don't have that cybersecurity experience, that's why you think like they are not getting callbacks, right?
Yes, though I did get, but I find out
Mm,
that they didn't get back to me.
So short answer, no, I don't think you need an experience in cybersecurity to break into the field, but it can help. It can help. So you can start positioning yourself for cybersecurity roles without um formal internship experience by doing like right certifications and projects. Um, but if not for the way the job market is, 3MTT is already a training and a kind of internship. So I really don't think it's needed, but there are so many people out there looking for jobs. So to put best foot forward, you might start looking into internship. So, and also in your CV, if you are not, if all this training, please make sure it is well highlighted. Um, take if so all this training is I see this CompTIA. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. CompTIA, all those tools, please highlight it well there. Topics they taught you in CMTT, highlight it there. Don't just write what you were asked to do. Incident report, threat analysis, all these things like boost your experience, like that experience you have in 3MTC. Try to that romanticize it in a way that it's everything you did in 3MTC. There's a way you should phrase it that a value is shown in it the way you write it in your CV. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So the job
Yes, I
market is
get that.
tight. It's tight. You don't need an internship based on your 3MC experience. That's good enough already. There's so many people vying for opportunities. So if you have opportunities for internship, grab it. I hope that answers your question. There are so many questions and I'm already way past time. I'll just answer one question. If you have any other question, please just reach out to me on my LinkedIn. I'll take one more question. Okay, I would like to take one more question from a lady. So I'll take from a Richie Favor. Others just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I would find time to answer. Eberechi, please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, ma.
Mm.
Thank you very much for your efforts. Please, ma, I just want to ask, based on what you said concerning summary on CV, the format stated that is a summary should entail. So that was what I want to get, the summary, the way the format supposed to be.
Okay. Abiodun, can you take us back to the summary slides? Okay. Thank you, Abiodun. So you just want me to take the summary again, right?
Yes, just an overview.
Okay, from what I said, your summary, if you look at the bad example, cybersecurity expert looking for a new job opportunity to support reputable organization, sounds very basic, generic. Every cybersecurity expert, if you are not even a cybersecurity expert, Debola, as a recruiter, I'm looking for a new opportunity to support a reputable organization if I'm looking for a job. Everybody applying here, looking for a job, is looking for an opportunity. So there's no originality in that. That is where your please mute your mic. That is where your originality, something that relates to favor, comes up. You are a security analyst with 1 year experience, with 2 years experience securing enterprise network, led phishing awareness training, cuts down attacks by 700 plus cases. You've shown them who you are. From the beginning, you've shown them your job title and your experience, and you gave them the value of what you've done and what you are going to bring to the table. From what this person has just said, from this summary, this person has told them what they are capable of, and from what they are capable of, there is no company that will say that I don't know that you are bringing this knowledge to their company. So when you're writing your summary, tell them who you are and what you are offering in that summary. Exactly, your value.
Yes,
Favor,
ma.
does that answer your question? Right, thank you.
Yes, ma.
I'll take other questions on my LinkedIn. So I guess that will be all from me. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much, Debola. Guys, please let's appreciate her in the comment section. Use your emojis, reactions, and all of that. This session was supposed to be 1 hour. It was supposed to be for 1 hour, but we've been here for 2. It's been a masterclass. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Debola. And do well to follow her on LinkedIn. You will have access to other resources when you follow her on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Before we go, I need to quickly remind us that this is not the end. This is just day 1. Day 2 is on Monday by 4 p.m. You do not want to miss that session. That session is going to be so practical because we're going to be learning how to actually interact with recruiters. So when you get your CV sorted and it gets in front of a recruiter, they want to interview you, whether it's for a technical interview or for a non-technical interview, you need the skills to actually land that job, right? That session is going to be on Monday by 4 p.m. Please, if you have not registered to attend, please go and register. We already shared the link with you in your community. I also shared it in the comment section here. Please do well to register and do not miss that session. It's going to be power packed. Also, for the fellows who are going to be attending the fair next week in Lagos, please check your email. Our partners have sent you a list of the available jobs. So go there and select the jobs you're interested in so that you can start prepping your CV to meet with the recruiters for those jobs. Also, there's an instruction for you to come with 3 hard copies of your resume, meaning once you're done with your CV based on the tips you learned here today, you need to print out your CV, 3 copies, before you go for that fair. Again, this is for fellows who are going to be attending the in-person fair in Lagos next week. Details have been shared in your email. If you have any questions, please reach out to your community manager and you will be sorted. If you've not received the email and you've already specified what day you want to attend the session, please reach out to your community manager. Most likely you'll be in Lagos or Ogun State, right? But please check your email. This information is available, okay? Thank you all so much for your time. Once again, thank you so much, Debola. This was a fantastic session. We're grateful for your time. If you find us on LinkedIn, fear not, we're going to come and bombard your page, your DM. We're going to do that. So this is just a heads up. Thank you so much. So we've come to the end of this session. It's been a fantastic session. Please do well to talk about this in your community. Post about it online, post about it on LinkedIn. Remember, you're building your digital footprints. Talk about this important session that you just attended. Put it on your social media platforms and your community. Do well to inform other community members not to miss the next session on Monday. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. And once again, thank you so much, Debola, for your time. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.